Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to try to replicate the Puerto Rico State Police Interceptor Crown Victoria. The police car, it's also known as the Zebra. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can see it. And you can pretty much see why they call it a Zebra. Now I chose this model from Greenlight. I chose the Atlanta Police because it has all blue lights on top, just like the one from Puerto Rico. A lot of police cars, they either have red and blue or just blue. So I needed just blue. This is gonna be a very difficult project because there is a lot of graphics involved. I do like this model though. It's like the beefy fat tires they have. So to start recreating the graphics, first thing I got to do is drill it apart. These green lights have a very small post. You can see this one was already damaged from factory. It seems like the machine double punched the base there. So we're going to drill it apart and we'll be back. All right guys, check it out. So we have a rivet right in the middle, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little rivets that we have to drill out to be able to take all this plastic off. The front bar here is plastic and it broke off, but as you can see, we have to break it anyways to be able to get it out. Normally something like this will have a hole all the way to the back here, and it would have melted plastic on this side, but it seems like when they put it together, it's placed in there with glue. So let me zoom out, make sure I'm in the frame. I'm gonna have to try and dig this out, or eliminate it. It's definitely not needed. It's cool though, but we'll see what happens. I can if I can't dig this out, I'll drill it out, and then I'll make a hole all the way through, which will let me recreate a new post, and it'll be easier to reassemble. But for now, I'm gonna drill this and I'll be back. All right, this is kind of challenging here. I was able to break this one apart. This part holds the hood in place like so. You cannot remove the windshield until you get, oh, I got it. But it is very difficult to do it with this in place. So now I have to keep it going at this little mushroom here to be able to get the dash out of place. And it's coming. There it is. Also the roof lights They were melted with this here, so you gotta push them. You gotta push them off, and we got it all apart. Now that we have it like this, before we paint it, we could get to play around and see how good I could get the graphics, and then worry about paint. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, check it out. So if you're following me on Instagram or my Facebook page, you've probably seen this a while back. I've been thinking about leaving it like this, even though it's not very common to see these in white with all the art in blue. It's usually the other way around. Cars blue, all the art is white. So I think I'm gonna move forward. I really need somebody to print all of this in white ink and make a white ink water slide, but I don't have anybody for that. So the biggest reason why I'm moving forward and I'm gonna try and replicate it. I've done this before on this channel. It just takes a lot of work. So far, this build has taken up to like a month now dealing with all this art. So I do have a plotter cutter or vinyl cutter, and I cut all of this out in white vinyl, so it's basically a sticker. Now if you see the art here, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to create an insert on clear water slide, and I'm going to try to match the paint that I'm going to use. It's not going to be perfect, but I think it's going to look way better than trying to use the white water slide paper, which is horrible. So that's the plan. And the other reason why I'm going to try this, it's because when I took off the original tampos, I used acetone, which it comes out very fast on these Greenlights. But I went through it. I didn't care, and this part here should be black. I think some of the tail lights were painted, but I'm gonna redo them anyway. But yeah, basically wasn't careful here. So either way, it's gonna go to the paint stripper. Also here, I scratched the paint a little bit here. Little things, when I was trying this on, I like how this side came out, but this side was a little, wasn't as the other side. You can see the line here doesn't go over the door handle, and this is like more like the real deal right here. Either way, I'm gonna put it in the paint stripper, and then I'll go through the process of installing this. Before I install this, I gotta make sure the paint is really dry. So that's gonna take at least another week. So I'll get to that and I'll be back. All right, guys, check it out. Out of the paint remover. So I was checking it out here, and there seems to be a little bit of damage here from the factory. Nothing that we can do, and a very ugly line here on this other side, but hopefully this is going to be covered up with paint. I am going to sand this part down. I want this to be smooth. I'm using this file here just to make it a little bit bigger, because you know that once we start painting, paint, it's gonna get in there and it's gonna make the hole smaller. So we make it bigger now, so by the time we're done, it basically should be the perfect size to get that light back in there. I still feel it, so I'm gonna get some sandpaper and sand it down smooth, and that should be it. I'm off to paint and I'll be back. Alright guys, check it out. I think it came out pretty good. It only has one coat of clear, and I used Rust-Oleum navy blue. It's very similar to a Ford blue. Of course, I could have gone to AutoZone and bought, spray can of Ford blue, but then that paint is not enamel. That means I'm gonna have to buy automotive paint clear, and it just gets out of control. I already spent way too much time in this project, so Rust-Oleum navy blue is gonna do, and it looks just like the Ford blue. I could polish this and make the paint job look a lot better, but that means I'm gonna have to clear coat again. And guys, remember that I have to install all the vinyl stickers, and it's just gonna create more work. After I do the artwork, I have to clear coat it again. So once I do all that, I'll see if I could polish it up. So for now, I'm just gonna start putting this together, and I'll be back. All right guys, so I'm about 2 hours in, close to 2 hours. As you can see, I have all the vinyl stickers on, and I've already started installing the inserts that I created. Water slide. See the difference here? In the real car, all of this is vinyl sticker also. Check out the back. I already have the white background for the license plates. It's not perfect, but when you're working with something so small, look at that 8. Machine was not able to cut out the little centers, so I have to live with that. So let me continue and I'll be back. Alright guys, check it out. For the final piece, I made a cutout stencil for this back part right here. I'm gonna install it and I'll be back. Alright, it's on. So now the only thing left is to do the tail lights and the headlights and the turn signals. Clean it up a little bit, get all those fingerprints off, and clear coat and put it back together. Alright guys, we're going straight to the point. I was gonna record putting it together, but it was just too much. And I've been recording for a month, and I just want to get this video over with. It was a complete hassle. If you remember, I gotta put the windshield and the roof light, and I gotta hold everything in place while the glue dries, and then the dash, then the other plastic piece that holds the hood, and you have to install the hood before that, and then the engine, and yeah, it's a lot of work. And I was also trying to be careful and not to get any paint chips, but of course, you know, it still got one paint chip. Hopefully you can't see it. Overall, I'm very happy with the end result, and I think I have the only one of these models in 1/64 scale. Of course, Greenlight did a few years ago. They did a Puerto Rico Police Department Crown Victoria same car, but before this model, they used a different colors. It was a combination between white, yellow, and blue, and those ones were known as the taxi. As this one, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they're known as the zebra because obviously all the lines. And I gotta say, I'm very happy with the end result. Now, if you're wondering if I'm gonna sell it, the answer is no. If I'm gonna sell the decals, no. But I am gonna give the art away if you are a Patreon. So once you become a Patreon, and if you want the art, of course the one I did at the beginning where the lines are blue, so if you want to do one, and with the white model, I think Greenlight sells one, it's all white, it doesn't have any art from nowhere, so you get a blank Crown Victoria where you could do whatever you want with it. So you'll get the art in a PDF. I'll include a square about an inch, so you could make sure everything is up to scale. But we could work out the details. But again, it's only for Patreon. You know, this is a lot of work, and if you're willing to help the channel, and I'll be willing to share with you. So as long as you're gonna use them for personal use, I have no problem sharing the art with you. So that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you liked it, because I know I do like it. I like it a lot. This thing came out very, very nice. Very nice. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I try to make the video short, but you know, you can only cut out so much. So see you on the next one. Bye.